This is the first Seeed Studio XIAO with dual band 2.4 and 5 GHz Wi-Fi.
This is the Xiao ESP32-C5 and it changes how we look at IoT boards.
If you have been following my channel, you already know I have used the Xiao ESP32C3 and the Xiao ESP32C6 in real projects.
They are small, reliable, and perfect for IoT.
But when Seeed Studio released another Xiao, the ESP32C5, a lot of people got confused because logically you would expect C3 and then C5. But instead we got C6 first and now C5.
Anyway, before going any further, I want to give a quick thanks to Seeed Studio for sending these boards. They came in these small, round, protective cases, and I actually like this packaging because it keeps the board safe during shipping and handling. Let's open one of these. Inside, you will find the Xiao ESP32C5 neatly placed in the center. And wrapped around this plastic holder is the flexible PCB antenna. It's nice to see that the male header pins come pre-soldered, which saves a bit of time. Now, let's connect the flexible PCB antenna.
Now, let's take a closer look at the technical specifications and see what actually sets the Xiao ESP32C5 apart from the rest.
The Xiao ESP32C5 is built on a single 32-bit RISC-V architecture. It uses a high-performance core running up to 240 MHz, along with a low-power core that can go up to 48 MHz. This dual-core setup allows the board to balance performance and power efficiency depending on what your application needs. In terms of memory, the board comes with 384 kilobytes of SRAM and 16 kilobytes of RTC SRAM, which helps with low power operations. On top of that, you also get 8 megabytes of PSRAM and 8 megabytes of flash storage. This combination is especially useful for larger firmware, networking tasks, and applications that rely heavily on wireless communication. One of the biggest highlights of the Xiao ESP32C5 is its dual-band wireless support. It supports both 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz Wi-Fi using the Wi-Fi 6 standard. Along with that, you get Bluetooth 5, Zigbee, Thread, and Matter support, which makes this port suitable for modern IoT and smart home ecosystems. Security is also handled directly on the chip. The Xiao ESP32C5 supports secure boot, flash encryption, and a trusted execution environment. This is important for connected devices where data protection and firmware security matter. The board is natively compatible with popular development platforms like Arduino, ESP IDE, Platform IO, and MicroPython. So whether you are a beginner or an advanced developer, you can work with the tools you are already familiar with. Another important point shown here is ultra-low latency. Thanks to Wi-Fi 6 and the improved architecture, the board is designed for fast and responsive wireless communication, especially in crowded network environments. For power management, the Xiao ESP32C5 includes integrated battery management and supports low power operation. You can run it directly from USB-C or a 3.7-volt battery, making it ideal for portable and battery-powered projects. And finally, all of this is packed into the classic Xiao form factor, measuring just 21 by 17.8 millimeters. Despite its tiny size, it delivers features that were previously only available on much larger development boards. If you have used Xiao ESP32C3 or Xiao ESP32C6, this board feels instantly familiar. Right now, I'm using Arduino IDE version 2.3.6. Now go to Tools menu, then Board, and ESP32. You will see a long list of ESP32 boards here, but at this point, you won't find the Xiao ESP32C5 in the list. That's because I am using an older version of the ESP32 board package. So let's update it. To do that, open the Boards Manager and search for ESP32. As you can see, version 2.0.16 is currently installed. We need to update this to version 3.3.5 because support for the Xiao ESP32C5 is included in the newer versions. The new ESP32 board package is now successfully installed, so let's check if the Xiao ESP32C5 is available in the boards list. After the update, a lot of new boards have been added and the list is much longer now. It just keeps scrolling, and here it is. The Xiao ESP32C5 is now available in the list. This development board was originally designed for the Xiao ESP32C3 and ESP32C6, but since the Xiao ESP32C5 has the exact same size and pin layout, I can also use the ESP32C5 with the same development board without any changes. If you want to build a similar development board for yourself, you can watch my previous video where I explain the complete design. I have already explained the connections for the OLED display and the relays in that previous video, so I won't repeat the wiring details again here. Instead, let's jump straight into printing text on the OLED display and controlling the relays using the Xiao ESP32C5. This code is only meant for basic testing, just to make sure everything is working as expected. I'm simply initializing the OLED display and printing some text on the screen. If the text appears correctly, it confirms that the I2C communication, wiring, and the Xiao ESP32C5 itself are all working fine. This kind of quick test is always a good starting point before moving on to more complex logic or real applications. Now let's upload the program. First, select Xiao ESP32C5 as the board. Then choose the correct communication port. Once that's done, hit the upload button. And there we go. The code is uploaded successfully and the board is ready to go. As soon as you see Electronic Clinic appear on the OLED, that's the moment you know everything is working. The I2C communication is fine, the wiring is correct, and the Xiao ESP32C5 is running perfectly. This quick test gives me confidence before moving on to more complex logic or real-world applications, and it's always a good first step in any project. This second code is also just for testing purposes, but this time I'm using it to control relays. I'm simply turning the relays on and off one by one with a fixed delay so I can visually and physically confirm that each output pin is working correctly. I have already uploaded this program, so let's watch this in action. I'm simply turning the relays on and off one by one with a short delay. Every relay click you hear is the Xiao ESP32C5 controlling real hardware in real time. This isn't about building a final project yet. It's just a quick practical check to confirm that the GPIO pins are working properly and the board is behaving exactly as expected.
So that's all for now. Support me on Patreon for more videos. I hope you liked today's episode. Like and share this video with your friends. See you in next episode and thanks for watching.